Hi, I'm Moon, and I'm sitting here with Pobelter, the mid laner of CLG, after their victory today over Team Dignitas. So today you played AP Ezreal against Lulu mid. How was that matchup for you?
It was pretty easy. The matchup you generally just farm. Shifter actually was playing like super aggressive and blowing Ignite on me level 2, so I actually just based early on and got like 4 potions, so we could just farm it out.
You had a pretty heavy lead on him and farmed that game. So like overall in the game, it was a bit shaky off in the beginning, and then there was like a team fight. You guys steamrolled the rest of the game. It was a pretty clean win. What do you think was the reason that the beginning was a little bit more difficult, and then the end was so like smooth?
Actually, the beginning didn't seem that shaky for us. I was able to roam first, so that was a big reason why the skirmish went the way it did. Actually, Peter said that he screwed up a little, so that's why it went poorly. But even with him making a mistake, we still got a huge benefit out of it because I ended up farming a huge top wave that was stacked. Rek'Sai wasted ulti to get over there, and then all the meanwhile my mid lane was freezing too, so I came and got that too.
So just like smooth lanes everywhere. Nice. So with your team's history, how are you guys dealing with the late season like stress and pressure right now? Are you guys scrimming more often, or are you guys having more like team talks? Like what's going on to make sure that you guys make it really far?
Actually, we don't really feel that stressed out right now. We flew in our sports psychologist Weldon from Finland. Actually, I think he was in Florida, so actually from Florida, and he's helping us out, helping us brush up on our communication and making sure we keep our emotion in check.
Is that a new thing? Have you experienced like a team having this come in before? What's it called? Something psychologist?
Sports psychologist?
Have you experienced something like this before? Like, what do you think is the effect of it on the team?
Um, no, first of all, I haven't. And second of all, he's very good at, wow, how do I even explain it? Like being impartial and then making sure just that we're like discussing rationally and not letting how we feel really get in the way of what we're telling each other.
That's awesome because I remember speaking with players from your team previously, and they said that was the one thing you guys were lacking. So it's good to see that you guys actually have that now. So more off into the future, if let's say you guys make it into MSG like perfectly smooth, what teams do you like predict would also be there with you, and how do you think that would like end up in the end?
So basically, you're asking me who the top 4 looks like it's gonna be. Well, hopefully us. Hopefully we can at least finish second during the normal season so that we get the buy and we're there automatically. So I'm gonna put us, gonna put Gravity, gonna put TL, and let's see who else is there. TSM. Yeah,
And how do you think the matchups will be in the very end? Who do you think is going to take first?
us.
That's what I like to hear. Okay, so some more recent things that have been going on. Recently, we just found out that Team Impulse's mid laner Xiao Xiao was caught elo boosting for money. Do you have any opinions on this and how? I mean, this late in the season when they were doing really well with such like a game streak of winning, this happens and he makes this mistake. Like, is there anything you have to say about this or any opinion?
I don't know too much about the situation. All I know is that like he is to some extent guilty of it, but it really seems like he didn't know that it was such a bad thing to be doing in North America. Like he was on a ranked 5s team that advertised elo boosting or something. So maybe the expectation for it in China is different. Yeah, actually recently there have been a lot of incidents of like cultural barriers and then like one player thinks something's okay and then the other thing isn't, like the incident between Pinoy and Keen. So yeah.
Wow. Do you think that there's a chance that then it'll be cleared up and he'll be put back on the team, or do you think that there's no saying?
Well, even if he wasn't really like cognizant of the seriousness of the crime, he still like did it. So yeah.
So the deed has been done and the punishment has been dealt. Sad to see him go. Well, do you think that Team Impulse is going to have any difficulty with their new mid laner? I mean, I know that they already had difficulty previously adjusting, and now there's a new person. Do you think it's going to be hard?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely expect it to be difficult. Like Xiao Zhao was a core part of that team. He was there before any of the other members were back on LMQ, and then now you're putting in someone who's only played in the Challenger series so far, who came on the team to be a support originally. So it could be kind of sketchy for them.
We wish them luck regardless. So last thing I want to ask is how you feel about the new champion Tahm Kench, and if you think that we'll be seeing him at all in the future in professional play.
Actually, I think Tahm Kench is pretty good. Like the devouring thing and the ulti thing. I'm not like 100% sure what he does because we've been playing on a patch that he isn't enabled on, but I don't know. He seems strong. Maybe not as support, but top lane maybe.
And also the last two things, the other two champions that just got changed with the new Fiora and the new Gangplank, do you think that either of those will come into play? Because now with the new items, like build paths are completely different and people are coming up with all sorts of stuff. Do you think that they have any hope?
Fiora actually seems really weird. I only looked at the very basic overview of her kit, and for her ulti, you like need to attack someone from 4 different angles, and that just seems really weird and not that possible to pull off in competitive play. Like, what are you gonna do? Walk around them while they stand still? Yeah. So, not sure about Fiora. Gangplank, I think he can set up a powder keg now and then ignite it. That probably just depends on the numbers. It doesn't really sound that strong, but if the numbers are good, then he'll probably be okay.
Well, hopefully they are used and things get more interesting champion-wise. Congratulations today on your win, and thank you for talking to us. Do you have any sponsors or shout-outs to fans you'd like to make?
Yeah, shout-outs to G2A, Razer, iBuyPower, HyperX Cloud, and NZXT. And I hope I didn't leave anyone out, but thank you guys too.
All right, thank you so much. I'm Moon, this is Pillbelter, and if you like this, check out more content at skgaming.com.